This is Morgan Freeman Musings, number 4. You can think of it as Morton Freeman, Morgan Freeman's cousin. However you'd like to think about it. This voice. It's obviously not Morgan Freeman, but maybe enough like Morgan Freeman that allows you to take a moment in time and think about your life and have the voice of God in your head. Today, the storms have come. The streets are flooded. In New York City, where I am right now, the subways are flooded. The MTA is over 100 years old. That's the Transportation Authority. And we still have not figured out a way to get humans underground during torrential downpours. But what about the torrential downpours in our life? When things happen that we cannot control. There's nothing we can actually control in this world. The only thing we might be able to control is how we react to something, how we deal with something. Are we able to address it with dignity and honor? Or are we going to collapse in the face of adversity? Life is filled with adversity, and there will always be rain, and rain is necessary. Without it, we would not have the crops. You see, we need it all. We need the sun. We need the rain. We need the CO2. We need the oxygen. All of it. All of it adds to this beautiful blue marble. This rock. As some have said, this third rock from the sun. Because ultimately that's all we really are. We're a sunship, powered by the sun, hurling through space. Not only making revolutions on our own, but also following a sun that is moving at 75,000 miles an hour through space. You see, I used to think that the sun was stationary, and the earth, as it circled to make its day every 24 hours, also circled around the sun to make its year at 365 days. But I learned that the sun also moves through space at 75,000 miles an hour. And we go along for the ride. We are here but for a very short time on this rock. It was a rock to begin with when it was first formed, and as it cooled, it was all brown. And then green appeared. And then one day, magically, the first bit of color appeared through a moment of grace. A red of some kind. A flower. And that began to change our consciousness. And we saw color for the first time in a sea of brown and gray and green. And from there, the seeds were planted to see the world in different ways, in Technicolor. I always like a film where it's primarily in black and white, and then a bit of color shows up. And that color is so magical. As I've said before, these musings, these thoughts, these ideas that have come to me, I will not drag them on. I won't allow this to go longer than 4 minutes and 59 seconds, because that really is the only spoonful you need. Could I speak for it much longer? I could. But what's the point? What's it all about? You need a spoonful of Morgan Freeman musings, not a barrel full. There's a time and a place for everything. And in each life, some rain must fall. And today, the skies opened up, and it poured. Oh, did it pour.